Hello, Backgammon fans. Hossein Paknahad here with the Grandmaster Sander Lylloff, the winner of the UBC Contender Tournament, the current champion of the world, and the current champion of the UBC. And right now, sir, I think the only person who could deservedly introduce you is Bruce Buffer.
Yeah, no, you did good.
I
Let's get
try my
right into
best. Yeah.
it. Yeah.
How you doing? Where are you located right now?
Thanks. Well, today is January 6th, so happy Christmas to all my Orthodox friends. I am I'm in Thailand, basically, sun is shining, it's beautiful, and it's just nice to be out of Europe, where it's raining and dark and gray. So, yeah.
Cool. Hope you have fun there. So, right off the bat, let me ask you this question that I think most of the backgammon fans want to know that how can you play under 2 PR while drinking beer? It's it's
I don't think
unbelievable.
I don't think I play under a 2 PR. So and I mean, basically, my attitude is just to have fun when you're playing backgammon, and sometimes when it can be like some tense matches, it's nice to have a beer to sort of take the tension off, and so. But I don't think that it's makes me play better. Maybe people think that and they're having fun, thinking that. But no, I just sometimes I feel like having a beer and I'll have one.
Cool. But it's unusual. But
Yeah, of course I can understand that people think that you have to think and concentrate. Um, but maybe you just have to relax and concentrate and do whatever is best for you to actually focus on the game.
cool. So, what was your preparation process for the UBC final? For how long?
It was bad, as always. It was like a bad preparation. But the difference this year, there was of course in April there was a contender tournament. I went to Turkey and I didn't really practice that hard for that. I practiced a little bit, and but really the that tournament was like the preparation, right? And then after you had the World Championships, so and that was like a big preparation as well. Um, oh, hold on, I'm getting a little room service here.
Yeah, okay.
Hello.
Could you please, yeah, I need you to be in the center of the,
Oh,
yeah, so we can see you. Yeah,
okay. Thank you. Thank you. This is Virgin
cool.
Mojito, right?
So, how
Uh,
did you become this good? It's
so yeah, no, but just to finish, sorry about that for everybody watching. But so I played a lot of backgammon this year. So that was sort of like the preparation, and I really wanted to you know give my best against Mochi. Last time I played him, it didn't really feel like the best. But as it happens, this match was scheduled for November, and I wanted to like maybe practice for around a month, but it didn't really turn out that way.
okay.
So
So,
most of the practice was done just on the flight, on the
yeah,
plane, reading my book and playing against the machine.
yeah. And how did you become this good? what do you think happened to you? I mean,
Oh,
uh, Sander,
I
could you please, yeah, stay, yeah, so we can see you perfectly. Yeah,
okay.
thank you.
I played a lot of backgammon in my life, like uh, like we do in Denmark, and I've been playing since I was maybe like 18 or 20. So yeah, I've played a lot. I was playing professionally for a while. I don't really do that anymore. Um, so yeah, I don't know if that's a good answer, but obviously spend a lot of time playing backgammon. It's like a really important part of my life. I played very long sessions with Falafel. um, so and I think the way you get better is you play good opponents, and you always gonna need a challenge. I always like to play against the best players out there. So when you do that, I guess it'll be like natural to improve. So, and that's why I was excited to play Mochi, because you know he's obviously probably the best.
Yeah, and I heard this from people close to Falafel that, quote, Sander has what I have, the same gift. And I want to know your opinion about this. What do you think? Which seemed to be true, actually.
Well, I'm not. Falafel was obviously a blessed individual, and I'm not sure what gift we're talking about here. But but when me and Beck Falafel, we basically saw the game the same way. I mean, people treat the game differently. So we had like the same ideas basically on how to beat your opponents, on how to improve your game. So we saw the world in the same way, and I'm not sure if that's a gift or a curse or a blessing.
Of course, it's a
So
blessing. And actually, you have an amazing feeling about the game, instincts. I don't know how to name it, but also Mochi says that Sander is good at situations slash positions that are off the book, which is still again it proves that you have a great feeling about the game.
it's obviously nice to get a compliment from the master. Um, but yeah, when I started out playing, we would play a lot of propositions to sort of learn. I feel that a lot of the players playing these days, they're very theoretical. They're concerned about playing well in the opening, and yeah, that was never really me. I think that the most interesting positions are the priming positions towards the end of the match, and the big cubes. That is what is interesting to me. So maybe that could sum it up. Playing these funky positions and playing them over and over again, and to get a feel for it, that's gonna help you in the positions that are out of the book, obviously.
Yeah, the great example of this is the 6-1 in the match 4 versus Mochi. I think the most heroic play maybe in all of the UBC final matches, which was extraordinary. What do you think about that
Yeah,
position? Actually, right now people are watching I are seeing the position.
okay. Well, I mean, it was a funny play. I mean, normally I would just play it without thinking. Um, you just have to realize that. he's got a terrible position. Um, so in the actual game, the score was 3-2. I'm gambling him. The match is going to be over. So, that allows me like some time to think. But really, it's like a very automatic sort of a play. Of course, to the spectators, it seems like a crazy play. Because now you're playing with two blots, and it looks like dangerous. But really, it's not dangerous, and the danger will be if he rolls the ace and makes the 1 point, and then it will be sort of uncomfortable for me, like making the banana split that I did. I'm just gonna have so much fun trying to close him out. But it was a cool play. It was a beautiful backgammon play. Obviously, the spectators liked it, which I sort of get that. So yeah, I'm very happy I made the play that I didn't play cautiously. I like these players that are bold and brave. That's just a thing about my backgammon, and sometimes I play too brave.
Yeah, you realized it right away. I mean, it was you didn't even think about it, as you said. It's just you realized it, and we were all shocked, you know. And speaking of the positions, you made a blunder which could cost you actually maybe the whole final. The cubing position that you passed the cube.
Yeah,
What
that was
was
not
your what was your thought process at the time? Could you explain
well.
it?
I mean, looking at the position, well, it's obviously like a very big take. We'd had some exchanges. I had been, like in trouble in that game. Um, Now I mean, I was leading very big in the match, and the score was 0-0, but it didn't feel like the score was 0-0. It felt like I was winning a lot, and that made me want to play defensively. I didn't want to. I'm just thinking about basically winning the UBC event. And it looked like it's a dangerous position. It looks like he can win four pretty easy. So I just wanted to like pass and just be down 1-0. It's obviously a very big mistake. I think when you play many many matches, at some point you're going to do something that is awful. I had postponed that until this was match 11. Sometimes I get too confident when I have a big lead, and that's normally when I make the biggest mistakes.
Okay. And also, uh, Mochi said that you are actually he said you seem to be better than him, although you don't practice as much as he does, you know? What do you think about that? Or what do you think about Mochi overall, I should say?
Oh yeah, I mean, I known Mochi for a very long time now, and I my hat goes out to him. He's been the best player for so many years, and it's nice to see somebody who's really working hard and and being rewarded for it. I think it's fantastic. It's funny with me and him, we have very different styles. He practices a lot, I guess, and I don't really. I try to do like some funky things. I try to get out of the book, and I don't want to call him a book player, but he's like very theoretically strong. Obviously, I have a good feel for the game, and and he's just much better at the theory than me.
Yeah. And do you think he can make it in the next UBC Contender Tournament and be the challenger for you?
Uh, of course he can. 5 minutes. Yeah, of course he can. I mean, he's will obviously be big favorite to win. I don't know who's going to play. There's like a handful of players, that and they have like probably 20 or 30%. Mochi probably has like 35% chance to win it, and it would just be great to play with him again. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And I'm not gonna take your time too much, but what are your plans in backgammon for 2023? Now you have won everything in 2022.
Well, I mean, it was these things. All of my backgammon play last year, it was pretty happened by accident. Um,
No, it's
Normally, I
let me stop you there. It's not accident that you win three major tournament that
don't know, but it
any
was
one
an
of them.
accident. It was an accident that I ended up in Turkey. I mean, the reason that I went was actually because I wanted to get a hair transplant,
Okay.
and they're very good at that in Turkey. So I went and I timed it so that I could play the backgammon, and then I get the hair transplant. And
Okay.
I go to the World Championships. I like it. I've been coming for a very long time. It's not always that I play, but this time I had like there was a movie crew that was following around me on Mark, and they asked me to play. Otherwise, I wouldn't have played. So that was also a big accident. So my only backgammon plans this year is gonna be, to show up for the World Championships. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play or not. And then of course there will be like a UBC final probably late in the year. And I'm of course excited to see who wins in Turkey, to see who I'm gonna play and how hard I'm gonna have to prepare for it.
Okay. That was my last question. That are you gonna play in the World Championship this year?
I don't know.
Okay. Not decided
I don't
yet.
know. I leave that open. I'm probably gonna play because it will be fun to win it twice in a row just to see if I can do it. But yeah, but we're gonna have to see.
Cool.
And I thank you, and I want to thank the whole UBC team and the people that are involved with Galaxy. It's been fun playing. It's a great production, and the hardcore fans that are watching the matches. You know, there's about 1,000 of them. Watching these matches, but hopefully in the future it can be like 10,000, maybe even 100,000. It's good that you're making these quality productions.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time and hope to see you soon anywhere
See you soon.
in a
Time.
tournament.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye for now.